What is up, you guys? Mental Hog back here for episode 23 of our FIFA 23 Manchester City Career Mode, and it's only fitting that episode 23 is the Season 2 finale for the Manchester City Career Mode, and it could potentially maybe be even the series finale for the Manchester City Career Mode, at least as we know it right now, where we have this world-class team. We'll talk a little bit about that after the final game of the season here. All we have to do today is play this Champions League final against Liverpool. I'm so stoked to potentially bring a second Champions League title home for Manchester City. I hope you are as well. If you are, though, make sure you leave your support down below. Drop a like, subscribe if you're new to this channel. I don't know why there would be anybody new to this channel 23 episodes in, but if you're here, welcome. I appreciate you. Hit the sub button. 80% of you guys watching aren't subscribed, so help me get to 5K subs by the end of the year by hitting that subscribe button down below. And in the comments down below as well, let me know what you think about what we'll talk about later as far as this team's save, and also what team you'd like to see me do a career mode with next, because this and Real Madrid are wrapping up right at the same time here, so it's about time for something fresh on the channel, and I would love your input on what that is. So all we have to do, like I said, is play the Champions League final. So let's review a little bit and build up to this final game, and then we'll obviously play it. So obviously in the last episode, we won the Premier League title in style, not convincingly, but in style. We won it 1 point ahead of Manchester United, and it was definitely a fun end to the season because we got to play that game on Legendary difficulty, which was a tough one. Was it 2? I think it was 2. And Arsenal and Chelsea finishing in 3rd and 4th. And our opponents in the Champions League final, that are Liverpool, are 6th in the league this season. 19 wins, 10 draws, 9 losses, 67 points. Not actually looking all that good, to be honest with you. So I think we have a relatively easy game to play here. And we'll also be back on World Class, which will make it a little bit easier for me as well, because Legendary is just not it yet. Whatever we end up doing next on the channel, though, will be on Legendary, just so you guys know. But this season, we'll finish it out the way we started it on World Class. And then obviously we need to take a look at how Liverpool managed to get to the final this year. So they started off by finishing 2nd in their group, which had Borussia Dortmund, Young Boys, and Galatasaray, but they convincingly went through to the knockout stage. A lot of yellow in that group, so that scores and fixtures thing up here looks a little funny. But in the round of 16, they ended up coming up against Chelsea, so they knocked them out 4-2 on aggregate. It was actually rather close. Wait, what am I saying? Start that again. In the knockout stages of the Champions League, they started off by knocking out Juventus 3-2 on aggregate. Then they went on to the quarterfinals when they knocked out Barcelona 3-2 on aggregate as well, a classic matchup there. And in the semifinals, they actually came up against Lazio. I don't know how the heck they got here, but they managed to get to the semis, and Liverpool actually had to perform a bit of a comeback to win 2-0 at their stadium to actually make it to this final, where obviously they'll be coming up against ourselves in Manchester City. And the top player for them this season looks like it's none other than Luis Diaz, as well as Mohamed Salah, with quite a few goals scored between the two of them there, 13 or so. And creatively, I don't actually see anybody at Liverpool on the list of assists. And I may be blind, I may be missing something, but genuinely, there's not a single Liverpool player up here in terms of top assists. Clean sheets-wise, they do about as good as they always do. They're up there as one of the best teams keeping clean sheets, but we are definitely clear with 5 clean sheets in the Champions League this season, and we could cap it off with another one here today. And if we take a look at their team stats for the Premier League as well, Luis Diaz, Salah, and Darwin Nunez, obviously their top players in the Premier League. And then assists-wise, they're really depending on Luis Diaz, Salah, and they have Theo Hernandez playing out left back. So that'll be fun for us to come up against. Hopefully, they're not, too good that we can't get past them. We know they're a good team, though. So this is going to be a tough game. It is like the Neo Classico of sorts in England. And speaking of which, the Champions League final this season is actually at Wembley, so kind of a home game if you think about it. Okay, you guys, so for the last time at Manchester City here, we're going to roll out with this starting 11. We're going to have Bukayo Saka, Erling Haaland, and Phil Foden as our front 3. Pedri, De Bruyne, and Rodri in the midfield. Kyle Walker, Ruben Dias, John Stones, and Cancelo at the back 4, and Ederson in between the sticks. So the only change to our starting 11 from last season to this one is at the left wing with Saka and in the midfield with Pedri. It's been pretty much the same team through and through. The bench may look slightly different, which actually doesn't look all that different. By the way, I actually had to promote a couple more Youth Academy players. That doesn't matter right now, but it might matter in a little while. This is our bench. This is our starting lineup. We're at Wembley against Liverpool. Let's not waste any more time and get out there against them. Matty Cash at right back, Militao, Florian Wirtz, and Llorente in the midfield. Kind of a new look team here. Let's see if we can beat them. I think so. The wait is over, boys. Yet another season finale, yet another Champions League final for us here at Manchester City. Can we go back-to-back in this competition? I certainly think so. But it's only a matter of time to find out, and we don't even get to see the trophy. There it is. Come on. Show it to me. Well, boys, the biggest game of them all, once again here at City. Can we cap off a season that was full of, wow, individual accolades like Erling Haaland breaking the goal-scoring records in the Premier League and the Champions League with the biggest team accolade of them all, the Champions League title. For the second time in a row, by the way. And the answer to that question is probably yes, but we have to play the game first and actually win before we can say that. And right now, Pedri, through on goal, takes the shot, blocked by the right back. Who even is that? I actually don't know. I thought it was Trent, but it's Matty Cash. That's right. I knew that. I literally said that before the game started. Very different looking team here at Liverpool, actually. A lot of the same core, same front three and stuff like that, but like the midfield is pretty much very different. The defense is looking very different. Oh my god. Oh my god, but the defending isn't looking much different. Erling Haaland with a bunch of space gets to score the first goal for us. We all knew it was going to be him, right? I mean, come on. Surely. By the way, was I the only one that captained this guy in the FPL last weekend and he didn't even play and got me 0 points? Yeah. I'm still depressed about it if you couldn't tell. But he scored for me in the Champions League final, so that makes up for it. Ruben Diaz. Who's this? Phil Foden. Let's go. Come on, Phil. Come on, Phil. Gets past one. Gets past all of them, actually. Score! Oh, Phil Foden. You are a gem. An absolute gem of a player. Oh my goodness, everybody needs to use Phil Foden in career mode. Him, Haaland. Just use Man City, man. The team is ridiculously good. I don't see why you wouldn't. They're doing the Poznan already? It's been 30 minutes. Man City fans can't have no chill. They're already doing the Poznan, turning around because they don't care about this game. Gotta calm down. Phil Foden, played through by Kevin De Bruyne. He's got space, but not that much. Gets past Van Dijk. Space. Opens up. No way. Oh my god. It's 3-0 in the Champions League final. Boys, Phil Foden broke his back. This isn't so much a game as it is just a celebration of this team. Phil Foden, banger finesse shot goal from just outside the box. I'll take it. I will certainly take it. Woo! Edge of the D. You can get the edge of this D. That was a little sus of me to say. But, I don't know. What can I say? I love the guy. Oh! That was a nice attempt by them, but Darwin Nunez can't get past Ederson still. He's actually playing really, really well. I've complained about him some as a goalkeeper this season, but in the end of the day, he's pretty good. By the way, I had to pull out for this game my classic, it's not that classic, my 2018-19 Man City kit. That would actually be a pretty cool thing for you guys to tell me in the comments below as well. Let me know, what is the oldest soccer jersey you own? I don't own any retro kits or anything like that, mostly because I don't have the money for that kind of stuff. Would love to get into it because I love retro kits and I love banger goals. Kevin De Bruyne, our captain. He's not getting injured this time. He is lifting this freaking trophy. But yeah, guys, what's your oldest kit? Let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what your oldest or your favorite, just some kind of kit that you own. Tell me in the comments. I would tell you to tell me what you think about this game, but I know we know that this game is a banger. And Kevin De Bruyne just scored a banger of a goal. I don't know if any of that made sense. It probably didn't. It's outside of the boot as well. Okay, you're a nutcase, De Bruyne. Off the crossbar and in, it's unsavable. It's honestly unsavable, and it's 4-0 in the first half. I've been playing on Legendary a bit too much now. World Class is way too easy. Haaland to Phil Foden. Phil Foden trying to play a Trivela cross. I have nobody to cross to except Pedri. And Haaland on the rebound. Oh, couldn't score. Well, that's a half of football. 4-0 at the halftime in the Champions League final. Oh, early on here. They are, destroying us. What the heck? What kind of halftime team talk did he give them? Haaland to Pedri. Get this out of here. As far away as it can go. Pedri. Keep running. Play through Haaland now. Oh my goodness, Erling Haaland. Through on goal. Near post. OP! It's 5-0. Haaland with a brace today. 20 goals in one season for this man. It's a knockout. Nobody's ever topping this record, right? Surely not. Oh my god. I just watched a man get killed. Theo Hernandez with a yellow card, of course. You guys remember when I thought that was Lucas Hernandez for like actually forever? I only found out it was him by checking the team stats before the game. They both have that bulky build. Kyle Walker plays in a cross. Pedri on the volley. That was beautiful. Oh, Mohamed Salah gets the clean sheet off of us. Not that I was expecting one. 5-1, and he's going to celebrate like he just won the World Cup, isn't he? What is this? Calm down, buddy. Oh, for real. Showing him the name on the back of his shirt. It's 5-1, buddy. You're losing so hard. Speaking of 5-1, I'm going to make some subs. Jack Grealish, he's been here since day one. He comes onto the pitch for a few minutes. I don't really want to sub on anybody else because, I don't know, I like the team the way it is. But I feel like Jack Grealish deserves to play at least some minutes in the Champions League final here. He's been so good for us. Consistent throughout the whole save. I'm glad I gave him a chance in this series because he did not let me down. He was very good. And he's still being very good right now as he gets past 1, 2, 3. Oh, almost a kickoff goal for us here. Courtesy of that man, Jack Grealish. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Woo! Almost a second goal. Still time for there to be a second goal. Oh, it's wide. So lucky. They've got Fabinho playing as like a striker. What's this all about? Erling Haaland sends Philly. Sending some defenders to the shops. Continuing to do so. Oh, still doing so. To Erling Haaland. Holy guacamole. If that was a goal, I would have pooped. Jack Grealish. Oh, Jack Grealish taking on defenders. Taking on a bunch of defenders. Playing through De Bruyne. De Bruyne chipping Alisson. Oh my god. That was saucy. 6-1. Kevin De Bruyne with a chip. Jack Grealish sending every single one of these Liverpool defenders to the local Nando's. It was amazing. Hey, that's what happens when you let the captain play in the Champions League final and don't injure him. He gets a brace, he chips the keeper. Chip shots pretty much always go over the top of the bar for me, but been very lucky for that not to be the case here. And since he's come back, played in every knockout game, 5 goals. That's going to be all she wrote, fellas. 6-1 against Liverpool in the Champions League final. We win for the second year in a row. Haaland with a hat-trick in the Champions League final, right? No, just a brace. The team's going mad. They've won not just one, but 2 Champions Leagues in 2 seasons. Liverpool are distraught. They should have played a better game if they didn't want to lose, just saying. Also, let's address the obvious fact that I was playing on world-class difficulty, and it was very, very easy to beat Liverpool 6-1, which it shouldn't be, and it was, and that's okay, because that's the last time you'll see me play on world-class on this channel. Actually, it's not, because the Real Madrid video is still not live, so that time is the last time you'll see me play on world class. But that'll be, you know, after tomorrow, you'll never see me play on world class again. That's kind of the point I'm trying to make. And De Bruyne, finally, after not being able to do this, he got his ACL broken last season. It's not broken, it's torn. He's back to lift the Champions League for the 2nd season in a row for us. Come on, you Blues. And of course, time for the family photo, the final squad for the Manchester City series. Like I said, at least as we know it now. Maybe it's time to talk about that now, I guess. We'll still celebrate for a little bit. Why not? Okay, time to review the season stats, and then we will continue to discuss what might happen next here for City. 58 goals and 21 assists for Erling Haaland. That is 79 goal contributions in 43 games. The dude is actually, factually, criminally insane player. Unbelievable. Phil Foden, 22 and 15. Kevin De Bruyne in only half a season. 14 goals and 8 assists. Jack Grealish with 12 and 8. Gundo, 12 and 2. He was our hero until he broke his ACL. Why do I keep saying broke? He tore it. Alvarez, good off the bench. Pedri, amazing in midfield. The Maestro. Gabriel Veron, use this guy. He's amazing. He wasn't so good for us last season. We sent him on loan. He came back and was clutch as heck. Jude Bellingham, honestly, incredible. Actually so good. Bukayo Saka, half a season, did very well. We've got good youngsters at the team as well. Kyle Walker, a goal and 10 assists from right back at 33 years old. The dude's cracked. What can I say? Our top creator, Haaland, Foden, Pedri, Bellingham, Kyle Walker, Veron, and Kevin De Bruyne. And then clean sheets wise, Ederson able to keep 14. 9 in the Prem, 5 in the Champions League. Ortega played games but didn't actually keep any clean sheets. So that is basically the season review done. So you guys must be wondering, what could we do next with this Man City team? A lot of you guys have voted in the community tab when I put out a vote that you want to see a season 3 at Man City. And honestly, I do too. I love Man City. It's my favorite team. I'm the biggest fan of this team. Well, at least that they're my favorite team is what I really mean to say. So I wouldn't mind continuing to do a career mode with this team. But here's the thing. This is a team of world beaters, man. It's going to be way too easy. Even if I do put it up to legendary for next season, what is honestly the point? So here are my thoughts. City are going to get hit with financial fair play restrictions, okay? We have to sell everyone. I mean everyone in this squad, except for maybe I would allow us to keep one player. Phil Foden, maybe. Somebody like that. Maybe you guys could let me know who the one player we should keep could be. I think it could easily be Phil Foden. We have to sell the whole rest of the squad and we have to rebuild using youth academy players only. I'm talking some of the players we already have. Adrian Perez, Field, Hunt, Lozano, Taylor. We have more players in the youth academy. I want to make use of all of those players. We'll put it on legendary. And another thing that would be a problem there, you guys are probably saying it already, you'll get sacked. FIFA 23 career mode's too hard. We're on PC and the cheat engine is actually out. So that's not necessarily true. I can just leave our manager rating at 99 and we can just play. And we can just use the youth academy and we can get through a bunch of seasons a little bit faster. We can do like 3 months per episode, 6 months per episode, and kind of keep chugging along the Man City train. And maybe we could even just put it out once a week. Maybe it could be our Saturday video, and the rest of the videos on the channel will be our main series, which we need a new one for. And here are my thoughts on that. We could do the Premier League. I put out a vote for what kind of English team you guys might want yesterday from when you guys are watching this video. So if you haven't seen it, go vote on that. And your options are obviously like a top 6 club, a European contender, a mid-table team, somebody who's more on the relegation side of things, or even somebody below the Premier League level, right? We could do a championship career mode with a team like Burnley I've seen suggestions for. We could go to League 1. We could go to League 2. We could take Wrexham out of the rest of the world. We could put them in League 2 and do a road to glory. We could use AFC Richmond in the Premier League. We could replace, I don't know, somebody. Whoever's last, I would know who would that be? Nottingham Forest. We could replace Nottingham Forest and put in AFC Richmond if you guys want. I'll have to start watching Ted Lasso so that I can be up to date on all the players and stuff. Or we could go into other leagues. We've done Spain with Real Madrid. I've seen suggestions for the Bundesliga with a team like Bayern or Dortmund. Could be fun. We've seen suggestions for Ligue 1. No, I actually haven't seen suggestions for Ligue 1. What am I saying? The Serie A. Problem with the Serie A is it's not licensed. However, Pfeiffer's Realism Mod Lite is out on PC, so we could have a fully licensed Serie A career mode, and we could do it with a team like Napoli, who are flying, Juve, who are not flying, Inter, who are like, any of those teams. We could also potentially go to Ligue 1 and play with PSG, but that would be way, way, way too easy, way, way, way too simple. And if we did that, I wouldn't be very long. It would probably be one season like Real, but it would be much shorter than Real because we would really only care about the Champions League. Ligue 1's too easy. And any career mode we do next from now on will be on legendary difficulty. I might have to mess with sliders, but that's kind of my idea. So share your thoughts with me in the comments down below, because without you guys, anything on this channel wouldn't be possible, guys. Once again, want to thank you guys for watching this series. I've enjoyed making it a lot. I might try a Youth Academy only series on this channel pretty soon here with Man City. You know, the relegated, like rebuild, not relegated, but the financial fair play restriction, season of the challenge, where we could put in the manager mod to make sure we don't get fired, sell all the players, use Youth Academy, and keep like Phil Foden or somebody like that. Not Holland. Holland would be too simple. But sell off literally everybody else. Let them go away somewhere completely entirely different, and bring in all these Youth Academy players that we like so much. We have the homegrown talent that we didn't even use a single time, and he honestly looks like an amazing midfielder. So yeah, share your thoughts with me in the comments down below, guys. But this has been an amazing Season 2 at Manchester City. I enjoyed it thoroughly. If you did as well, make sure to drop your support. Leave a like, comment. Please comment on this one because I need you guys' help. And subscribe if you're new around here. I'll see you guys for whatever's next on the channel. You guys will find out when I do, I guess. So thank you for watching. Have a great day, and peace.